As you're welcome, I recognize Engineer Professor Henry Johnson, member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the Oron Branch Chairman. You're welcome. I recognize Engineer Ambassador Mfon Udoikbong, fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the past chairman of Nse Uyo branch. We recognize and celebrate here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to also recognize and celebrate specially Engineer Eniebiet. Engineer Niebiet is a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers and also the branch chairman of Ikodik local government area. We recognize and celebrate you, sir. You're welcome. We recognize Engineer Anthony, who is the safety consultant who has joined us here. I will not fail to recognize the man who started what we are all gathering here to celebrate this evening, or this afternoon, beg your pardon. My brother and friend, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, a past branch chairman, a very, very committed engineer, one that the young engineers are very proud of. My brother and friend, Engineer Ukeme Okpop, fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. He started this on the 21st of July, 2021, and we're here to complete and celebrate him and the ones that has come after him 5 years after. Ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate him more for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you and thank you again. Thank you so much. Please forgive me. I'd like to also recognize and celebrate Engineer Ime, the fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers from this branch, Engineer Emmanuel Alfred of this Uyo branch will celebrate and welcome you. Thank you so much. Time will fail me if I go through all the names that I have because I have a very long list. But what I would do now is just to recognize the ESCO member. All the ESCO members that are here. I see the General Secretary, Engineer Odudu Obot. So you're welcome, Engineer Enifre Etuk. So you're welcome. That's the Assistant Technical Secretary, Engineer CSP Akane Enakban. That's the Financial Secretary, Engineer Enetim Fon Akban. That's the Treasurer, Engineer Imabong Akban. That's the Welfare Officer, Engineer Iniobong Tom. That's the Publicity Secretary, and Engineer Etewo. That's the ex-official too. And we have Engineer Uwem Akban, Fellow of the Nigerian Society, ex-official one. We celebrate all of them. We'll celebrate all the division chairmen that are here. We'll recognize and celebrate Engineer Dr. Ekerete Ibanga, who is the chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers in Akwa Ibom State. We celebrate and welcome Engineer Emmanuel Ete, who is the chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Transport and Highway Engineering. We celebrate all of you. We celebrate Engineer Mary Umar, the fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, who is also the chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Safety Engineers. We welcome and celebrate Engineer Emmanuel, who is the past chairman of the Nigerian Society of Engineers Port Harcourt branch that has joined us here. We celebrate Supu Joseph Akman, MD, Jazz Security Limited, Akwa Ibom State. We celebrate Engineer Dr. Anthony Kadi, who is the MD. Let me pause at this point and recognize as we welcome the representative of the governor of Akwa Ibom State himself, the secretary to the state government of Akwa Ibom, a friend of engineer, is also an engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, help me celebrate as we welcome Prince Enobong Uwa, SSG Akwa Ibom State. Please, a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. We celebrate and welcome everyone that has found time to be here. We'll now punctuate on this recognition as we kickstart this event officially. Let me now say that it is important for all of us to know that we are gathered here to celebrate what is due, what is worth celebrating, and what we are all proud of. All of us engineers in Akwa Ibom State are all proud of. Ogayen, I'm now ready for you. Please, you may be seated. We welcome you again, my SSG, sir. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we set the ball rolling and kickstart this epoch-making event, let me put this to all of us, for those who are not very aware, that we're gathered here to celebrate the National Engineering Center, Annex Uyo, that is also serving as the Uyo branch of Nigerian Society of Engineers Secretariat. In this secretariat that was initiated on the 27th of July 2021 by the then chairman of this branch, Engineer Okemekpo. 5 years after, we're here on the 19th of June 2026, 5 years after, to commission this project. And this is put together as we celebrate our brother, Engineer Ezekiel, who is the current chairman of this branch. Let me also say here that at this center we have 3 conference halls. The first one has 500 capacity, the second one has 300 capacity, and the third one is 150 capacity. We have an ESCO chamber that is top-notch, meet all requirements, can stand to compete with any other of that kind anywhere in the world. We have an administrative office, 7 of them in number. We have a mini hall for divisional activities. We have canteen, we have training centers, and we also have a big plot of land, about 1 hectare behind, that we'll be using for research center and many other things that we hope to achieve in future. This facility also has a business center and a security house. Many things I can mention, but time will fail me if I attempt to mention all of them. Today we are gathered here to celebrate and commission the National Engineering Center Annex that is also serving as the Secretariat for the Uyo branch of Nigerian Society of Engineers. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and friends, lovers of engineers and engineers here present, I'd like you to put your hands together and celebrate yourself for this dream come true. We did all of this together, and we're happy to be here to celebrate the commissioning. At this point, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me officially welcome His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. We call him the compassionate Governor of Akwa Ibom State, the best governor in Nigeria as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, this man meets all requirements to be celebrated. I'm referring to no other than His Excellency Pastor Umo Basi, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Prince Enobong Uwa. So you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you so much. At this point, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite a man who has dared to do what many would not attempt. I'd like to invite a very hard-working branch chairman, a man that has made it possible for all of us to gather here to celebrate this moment. It would be unfair for me to invite the chairman to come and speak without recognizing the spouse forum. All of them very beautifully dressed. Please put your hands together and celebrate them. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Please put your hands together and celebrate all of them. Thank you so much. The spouses forum, please, we celebrate and welcome you. Thank you so much for coming. At this point, I'd like to invite my brother to come for the address. This welcome address will be taken by the branch chairman, my brother and friend, Engineer Ezekiel, member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Please put your hands together and celebrate him as he comes forward. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, the performing and passionate Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo PhD, ably represented by the son of the soil, the Secretary to the State Government, Prince Enobong Uwa. So you're welcome. Our distinguished and dynamic president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, who is here physically present to grace this occasion. As the chairman of this occasion, Engineer Rabiu Ali, FNSE. I'd like to recognize the representative of the current president, who is here ably represented by Engineer Dominic Udotan, FNSE. So you're welcome. The Chairman, Board of Fellows, the National Vice President of NSE, distinguished National Exco members, distinguished branch chairmen, past and present, our distinguished professors of the fellows of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, heads of sister organizations that are here, the Spouses Forum, corporate members, distinguished guests, my very able, distinguished EXCO members that are here. Thank you for coming. Please allow me to stand on the already established protocol by the MC. Speech by the Chairman, Nigerian Society of Engineers, Uyo Branch, Engineer MM Ezekiel, MNSE, M9MEC-E, at the commissioning of the National Engineering Center Annex /NSE Uyo Branch Secretariat, today, Friday, 19th June 2026. It is with profound joy, immense gratitude, and a deep sense of fulfillment that I warmly welcome you all to this historic occasion, the commissioning of the National Engineering Center Annex /NSE Uyo Branch Secretariat. Today marks a significant milestone not only in the history of NSE Uyo Branch, but also in the continuing growth and advancement of the engineering profession in Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria as a whole. This facility stands as a symbol of vision, sacrifice, perseverance, and collective commitment. It presents the determination of engineers to build enduring institutions that will serve present and future generations. Every great achievement begins with a vision. The journey that culminates in today's commissioning ceremony commenced on the 27th July 2021, when the foundation stone of this building was laid by His Excellency Mr. Udom Emmanuel, CON, then Governor of Akwa Ibom State, during the administration of Engineer Ukeme Okpop, FNSE, as chairman of NSE Uyo Branch. What was conceived as a vision to provide a befitting home for engineers in Akwa Ibom State has, through dedication, sacrifices, and collective effort, become a reality. Today, by the grace of God and through the support of many individuals and organizations, we gather to witness the formal commissioning of this edifice under the administration of the current executive committee, led by my humble self. This achievement demonstrates the power of continuity in leadership and the importance of building upon the accomplishment of those who came before us. This secretariat is more than a physical structure. It is a center of professional development, knowledge exchange, innovation, mentorship, and collaboration. It is a home for engineers and a platform for advancing engineering excellence. As an annex of the National Engineering Center, this facility will provide an enabling environment for conferences, seminars, research activities, stakeholders engagement, and capacity building programs that strengthen engineering practice and contribute to national development. Its commissioning is particularly significant as it coincides with the 2026 Engineering Week themed Smart Engineering Using Artificial Intelligence Tools. This theme reflects the future of engineering practice and our determination to position engineers in Akwa Ibom State at the forefront of the fourth industrial revolution. As part of our commitment to smart engineering and digital transformation, the NSE Uyo branch is in partnership with Alpha One Technical Service, is establishing a smart automation laboratory within this facility. The center will provide service on PLC, that's programming, PLC programming, HMI, VFD, BMS, HVAC, and other industrial automation technologies, including a 3-month free training program for young engineers and graduates aimed at bridging the gap between academia and industry, preparing the next generation of engineering professions. This investment in human capacity development reflects our belief that the future of engineering lies not only in infrastructure, but also in the capacity of our people to innovate, adapt, and lead. On this historic day, it is only fitting that we acknowledge the contributions of those whose effort made this project possible. We first pay special tribute to Engineer Okemekpop, FNSE, and his executive committee, under whose leadership the foundation stone of this project was laid. We commend his vision and foresight in initiating this legacy project. We also place on record our profound gratitude to Engineer Francis Uwa, FNSE, the Managing Director, Snyder Engineering Services, the highest donor to this project, whose exceptional financial contributions and invaluable technical input since inception were instrumental to the successful realization of this edifice. We further acknowledge Engineer Akaniyene Henry, FNSC, Director, Civil Engineering Directorate, whom I recently appointed as Chairman of the Finance Mobilization Subcommittee, and whom within a few short period demonstrated exceptional dedication, effectiveness, and outstanding results in mobilizing support for the successful delivery of this project. We equally recognize the invaluable contributions of past leaders and members of NSU Uyo branch, whose sacrifices and support sustained this dream over the years. I also sincerely appreciate the current executive committee member of NSU Uyo branch for their support, sacrifices, and commitment throughout this administration. Their dedication, cooperation, and collective efforts have greatly contributed to the successes recorded by this branch thus far. We deeply appreciate the building committee under the able chairmanship of Engineer Okemekpop, again, FNSE, for their dedication, commitment, and oversight in ensuring the successful delivery of this project. Our profound gratitude also goes to corporate organizations, individual donors, development partners, and members whose financial, technical, and moral support made this project a reality. We acknowledge and appreciate the consultants, contractors, and project teams whose professionalism and dedication ensure the successful completion of this magnificent edifice. We acknowledge and appreciate Your Excellencies, the engineering community in Akwa Ibom State deeply appreciates your administration's commitment to infrastructure development and human capital advancement. Your presence here today demonstrates your recognition of the important roles engineers play in driving economic growth and sustainable development. While we celebrate this remarkable achievement, we are also reminded that every privilege comes with responsibility. This facility imposes upon us an obligation to uphold the highest standards of professionalism, integrity, competence, and innovation. We must use it to nurture future engineering leaders, advance research, promote ethical practice, and provide solutions to the developmental challenges facing our nation. May this secretariat stand for generations as a beacon of excellence, innovation, and service to humanity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of celebration, a day of reflection, and a renewed commitment. This building stands as a testament to what can be achieved when professionalism unite around a common purpose and work collectively towards a shared vision. On behalf of the Executive Committee and the entire membership of the Nigerian Society of Engineers Uyo branch, I sincerely thank all those who contributed to the realization of this project and all our distinguished guests for honoring us with their presence. Thank you. God bless the Nigerian Society of Engineers. God bless Akwa Ibom State. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you so much, the chairman. And thank you to the past chairmen of this branch for their contributions, very many contributions. If I'm to mention, I'll mention, starting from the one that initiated this project, Engineer Hokemak Bob, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Owemakban, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, and now Engineer Ezekiel, member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Please put your hands together and celebrate these three gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ukeme. Thank you, Wem. Thank you, for making this dream a reality. Having said that, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I will now respectfully invite, if you look at your program, at this point, I'm supposed to invite the national president to speak, but I would like to humbly request that you allow my president to speak later as we begin to take some goodwill messages so that my president will speak as the president. Having said that, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite the representative of Koren to please accept to come for the goodwill message. Please put your hands together and celebrate him as he comes forward.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Basieno, PhD, here ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, the leader of Uyo local government, Comrade Obong Owa. The President of Nigerian Society of Engineers, my leader, was the president that admitted me into the council as a member, sitting member in the council in the year 2021, when he was the current president. Sir, you are welcome. I'm still a serving member in council. The vice president of NSC, the chairman Uyo branch, the chairman board of fellows of Nigerian Society of Engineers, fellows of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, senior stakeholders in the engineering family. My name is Right Honorable Engineering Technologist Dominic Udotan, a Knight of St. Mulumba, a fellow of NATE, a fellow of NICET, a fellow of NIGERIAN. By the grace of God, the National President, Nigerian Association of Technologists in Engineering, NATE, and a serving council member. I'm here representing the current president and to deliver his goodwill message. Goodwill message by the President of the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, current, by Professor Engineer Sadiq Zaid Abubakar, Fellow of NSC and Fellow Academic of Engineering, at the commissioning of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Nse Uyo branch, Permanent Secretariat and National Engineering Center, Annex Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, on the 19th day of June, 2026. It is with great pleasure that I join the engineering community and the good people of Akwa Ibom State in celebrating the commissioning of the Nse Uyo branch, Permanent Secretariat and National Engineering Center Annex. This landmark achievement is a reflection of vision, perseverance, teamwork,